One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 reservations today. It's a Friday, so let's tap in and show you guys how we manage these multiple bookings. Welcome to the channel, y'all. It is a Turo Power host on the platform Las Vegas. Over 20 plus vehicles. We're tapping in. If you guys want to follow the journey, over 1,000 trips at this point. It's been a blessing. Want to be able to share with y'all how did we do over 8 trips today. Let's tap in. Now, I like to say that when you once get to like about 5+ vehicles, it's going to be a little tough to manage this by yourself, okay? Now, there's probably ways to do it if you have ahead of the time bookings. Let's say it's 24 hours ahead bookings, and you could do this by yourself at, and not being able to do any type of drop-offs, check-ins or check-outs, drop-offs. We do it all. We're completely like from a certain time to a certain time all throughout the day. We have availability for people to book because we have systems, processes, and we have a team around this. So there's no downside to what we're doing. 8 bookings a day. This has been kind of like the normal on, like you could say on a high day of bookings. So on the lower end, there's probably 2 or 3. But we have a booking pretty much every day. I think in the last year that we've been running this, about almost 14 months now, there's been 1 or 2 days, I believe, where we had completely no bookings. And I'm not talking about like holidays, okay? So that's minus like Thanksgiving Day, that's minus Christmas Day. And I think that's it. I think that's the only time we've ever blocked it. Yes, we've done bookings on New Year's Day. But other than that, there's only been like one, or I gotta remember if it's 2 days. But I remember there was one day where there was absolutely no bookings this past year, and we were like, whoa, we were shocked. But again, that wasn't during a slow time. It was just people weren't checking in or checking out. Our cars were still out. Vegas is a hot market, okay? But we're managing multiple vehicles, and on top of that, we do offer drop-offs. I know there's people that just don't. They always get it picked up. Thankfully, every single one of these on a Friday is they're all at our office. So none of them are airports. And usually on a busy day like this, we'll have 1 or 2. So like 2 or 1 out of the 8 would normally be an airport. We'll get some fastballs where people are at the airport, they need to book quick, plans shifted, they couldn't get their car. And we do it where it's 2 hours if you're going to come pick it up, we'll have it ready. 3 hours if you need us to drop it off. If they book it at the airport, we automatically approve it. Okay, so if they want to do an airport, we automatically approve it and we charge $120. But if they want to do it at any other address, we have to manually approve it. They send in the request and we still charge the $120 no matter what address it is at the hotel. It could be 20 minutes down the street or 15 minutes, or it could be down the block, and we're still going to charge. Why? Because we know it takes 2 people, or if the person needs to Uber back, but usually it takes 2 people. And how do we do this? I know not everybody has that luxury. We actually have a team. Okay, we have a team for before hours, after hours. We have a lot of stuff set up, a lot of processes. So we're very flexible, and that's how we're able to get continuous bookings over and over and over again. Not a lot of people have the luxury of leveraging people that already are getting paid, and you've just added a different task onto them with Turo. So again, it's been a blessing for us. Not everyone's going to have that luxury. That's why we're able to scale so quick. The level we're at, we run other businesses, not just Turo. Turo just kind of came in the midst, and it's been fun. It's been fun to learn about the car industry. It's a play, but it's not the play. We do real estate. I do e-com. We run multiple things. I run ministry as well. So there's a lot of other things, okay, besides business. And yes, you can run church and ministry, and you can still do business. But I want to share with you guys. So let me just share. We just have 4 10 a.m.s. And again, thank God they're all at the store. So we have a 10 a.m., 10 a.m., another 10 a.m., and then a fourth 10 a.m. And all these, let's see, out of all these, there's 2 that are checkouts and there's 2 that are check-ins. One of them extended this day, I remember. And then the rest, we just did handoffs. And then from there, there's an 11 a.m. that's a checkout, a 12 p.m. that's a checkout, a 3 p.m. that's a checkout, and a 7:30 p.m. that's a checkout. Again, this is kind of like a normal busy day for the higher end. We get an average, if I were to average it out, 5 to 7 check-ins, checkouts a day. Average. On the lower end, it'll be 2 to 3. Higher end, anywhere from 8. I think the highest we've ever had in one day was about 15. That was a crazy day, and that's where people are going. You got 2 people going out to go drop some stuff off, get that going. Another one's coming in. People are coming out, in and out. That was a really crazy day, and it was like a record for us. I think the record was a little bit more. I got to go back into the chats and check that out. But how do we manage this? Again, we offer airport drop-offs, or hotels drop-off if people need to get it dropped off. And then also on top of that, we do 2 to 3 hour buffers between specific business hours. Our business hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then if anyone does it after 7 p.m., we do have a specialized team that if it's like a late night drop off at the airport, boom. But if they're just coming to pick it up at our office anytime after a certain time, we'll just have a contact list where we have the key lock. If you guys want to check that out, I actually did a video of how we do contact list. I even linked the exact key lock box we get from Amazon. But that's it. Other than that, we got our systems dialed in. If people need to check out, we have a key drop box where people can drop it off. It's safe, it's secure. People can't steal from us. We got our stuff fortified, locked in. We got tons of cameras. So we're pretty armored up when it comes to our check-ins and checkouts. And it took us a year to build this out. I didn't learn from anybody else, really. I didn't really look into too much. My partner, he does. He's very good at systems, building things out, wisdom, discernment on all these things. But other than that, just running this thing and managing and operating it's been fun. It's been really, really fun, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us. But I wanted to share with you guys, that's how we're able to do multiple vehicles. Every one of us, everybody's going to be different. Some of you guys are going to have specific systems, check-ins, check-outs. You're going to have specific times. You might not be able to accommodate within 3 hours of someone booking. Some people I've heard does 12 hours because then they can at least pay to let somebody know a couple hours ahead when it got booked. Others, they only need like a full day to know. And that's really where you're at with your biz until you get more flexibility, and then you can start decreasing that, because we want to be able to be right there on the map, available right then and there. And a lot of people that book same day, it's not a lot, to be honest, but there are times where we get really great renters that book same day. So capturing those type of renters, and then those renters end up coming back to us. And what's interesting is we're 20 minutes away from the airport. Now, we thought that was going to be a big, you could say I don't want to say it's not bottleneck, but a big hindrance to why people wouldn't book. And we've had like just a small percentage, not a lot, probably like a handful of people that canceled because we're too far away from the airport. And there's people that say you need a place down by the airport. If we had an office and a home base closer to the airport, you think we'd get more bookings? Of course we would. Definitely. I'm sure we'd be packed. I'm sure we can even bump up our prices so we can even compete, because it's so much more convenient because it's closer to the airport. But we're still getting bookings. It's been a blessing. I just want to share with you guys how we manage it. Yes, I have a team. We have the luxury of a team. We have 2 guys full on that knows how to do this in and out. We have a third person that runs. She's helping with one of our other businesses. But if she's so flexible to the point where she can stop her work, and if anyone needs a quick drop off and stuff, she can go accommodate. And why do we do all this? Well, because again, we have like a 2-3 hour buffer. So if there's people that literally need it, she can just stop what she's doing, go take with a guy that's going to go out, get it checked in, get it ready, communicate with the guest, and then they just go run it. She goes, picks them up. Yeah, we can Uber, but it's, again, it's just so much cheaper. We're just paying that gas for that one person. And yeah, it's time and all that, but we're just really operating at that place where we're able to. Not everyone has that luxury. And if people need drop or check-in, checkouts, if anyone needs a last minute, like, hey, I need to bump it up, because I've seen people where they want to check out 7 p.m., but plans cut short and they need a 3 p.m. We're right then and there, and we're able to just accommodate with them. So I think starting off, learn the systems, get really comfortable, understand the full-on processes, and then start to slowly scale up and understand every scenario, because there's a lot of scenarios not a lot of people talk about, and that's things I talk about. I'm creating a, you could say a community that's going to be teaching a lot of these different types of scenarios, and I'm trying to share all that stuff here on YouTube as well. But that's kind of like what we've been learning. It's not a walk in the park. It's not this super passive income. It's a great form of income, but it's not super passive because we get guests that are like on demand. Hopefully this all makes sense. Hopefully you guys are getting some insight from this, what to expect. I tell people, don't be scared. If you're thinking about getting started, get started with one car. Run that car for a year. Look at all the different scenarios and figure out if you wanted to take on 2 or 3 or a couple more cars, because it's a business model you like, okay? Anyways, I got a free template. Check out that template. It shows you guys all my departments, my systems, all the templates, messaging, incidentals, claims, how I organize everything. Check that out. It's in the link below. Thanks so much. If you guys want to see like a day in the life of a power host, check out this video. It'll show you guys exactly what it really takes to be operating at this level with multiple check-ins and checkouts every day. We got full-on staff Monday through Saturday. We're running the play. You guys have a great week. Thanks so much. Tap in. Bye-bye.